Ready? Go. Okay, we are continuing to work with the EcoSys M2535dn version Kyocera. Now we're gonna start the device. I'll show you how to print the status page and how to print the image quality page. The status page shows the initial settings for the machine, shows the counters, which is extremely important for the customer and for the service technicians. And of course, image quality page is extremely important for technicians to show what's going on with the image formation unit. So first, click System menu, go to the first report, click OK. Report print, click OK. The second one, status page, click OK and confirm yes. Now the job is accepted. You see that the processing started to blink. Process one page. So that's the first page. The status page consists of status page, the name for the device, the date when it was printed, serial number for the device, counter, and initial settings. So that's the first page. The next page, and again we're gonna click System menu. Now we're gonna scroll to the number 12, adjustment and maintenance, click OK. Scroll. Service settings, click OK. 03, it's a test page, click OK. Yes, confirm. Now it's gonna process and it's gonna print me one page in a black and white mode. It's different shades of gray. So now from here we can clearly see that we have a little bit of issue on that side. It could be a developer, it could be a drum. Now we're gonna disassemble the device and see what it is. On the status page on the top you see the model and the serial number for the device that where this page was printed out. Now in order to disassemble the device, first power off the device. Don't forget to unplug the cable from the back. The good thing is for this device you don't need any screwdriver or anything. No tools required. The cover, open it up. So you see the developer unit marked with a DV1142U. In order to take it out with two hands, lift it up and pull it out. That's the whole unit. So we're gonna put it on the table and we're gonna take out the drum unit. In order to take out the drum unit, there are two green hooks. You grab them and gently pull it out. That's our drum unit. It calls DK unit, DK170. So the drum itself is sensitive to light. Do not expose this drum unit for a long time on the open air, on the open light. So now we see what's inside the machine. I'm not willing to take out the fuse unit, which is the very at the back. Now I'll show you how to do the primitive cleaning. This machine is not maintained, it's not clean. I'm gonna use this vacuum cleaner. My assistant will pause the video, but basically take the vacuum, run it. I'm using this kind of, or you can use the brush and softly take out whatever toner is, whatever dust is inside. Okay, now pause the video. Okay, so now we vacuumed what's inside. It's became more or less clean. And again, I'm not touching the fuse unit which is inside. Now we're gonna shift to the developer unit. That's the developer unit. And as you see, it's really dirty. So developer unit, it has a container, toner container on it. I will take it out. Unclick, with two hands take it out. So you see that how much dust and toner is inside, right here. That's the one. So in order to vacuum this one, the same way, we're gonna use the soft brush, nozzles, in order to vacuum it. I will start this process in front of you. After that, we're gonna pause the video, I will vacuum everything and we're gonna resume the video. The main thing about the developer is you do not scratch it. You do not apply any substances, cloth, rubber, alcohol, or anything. The actual developer drum is this one. and as you can see, it's black and it's filled with toner, and it's supposed to be like that. It always filled with toner. You can see a little bit of aluminum bar from both sides, and if it's filled with toner even, that's good. But if you do not see the toner on the drum, on this aluminum tube, so that means there's something wrong. In my case, I see a little bit of distortion on one of the sides. It's right here, so that may cause a problem. It's not like a huge problem, but still, it may cause a problem. And I saw that image on the test image page, so that's the one of the problem. So we have a distortion. It's right here. But we have another one, it's right there. So it's not crucial. If the customer is printing regular text, the customer will not even notice that. Now I'm gonna run the vacuum. I'm gonna vacuum it. Of course, the vacuum will suck portion of the toner from the drum itself, so you will see it's like a glossy metallic drum inside, and it's fine. But do not scratch, do not touch, not with a brush, not with any cloth, with nothing. Just vacuum. Do not touch it. So in order to vacuum it, you're gonna use the same vacuum cleaner. I'm gonna apply a brush. I'm gonna apply it too, but I will not touch the drum. Okay, now we can pause the video. Okay, we just finished the vacuuming, so it became much cleaner. So as I mentioned, do not flip the developer unit, do not touch the developer itself, vacuum it gently so there is no dust, there is no toner inside. And as I told you, when you're gonna vacuum the around the drum itself, the vacuum will suck out the toner, so you will see the base of the developer itself. So you see, now it's when I started to vacuum around, you see that the vacuum sucks out the toner and the developer is not filled. And it's okay because I vacuumed it. But if you take out the developer and you see the situation like this, so that means the developer doesn't work. It's time to replace it. So now it's vacuumed, it's more or less cleaned, and we're gonna shift to another unit, which is called the drum unit. Opposite to the developer, the drum is constantly clean. That's the drum unit. And the drum, I will flip it and show you. It's this. Come on. And you see, it's glossy, nothing on it. Should not be any toner on it, or any dust, or any scratches. Everything that's stuck to this glossy drum will be on the image. So if it's a scratch, this scratch will pass to the image. If there is something stuck on it, piece of paper or piece of dust, it will be automatically transferred to the page. So I see a little bit of marks over here, right here on the edge. And if I'm gonna rotate the drum, so I can see just a little marks right here. I see the marks on the edges here. That's the mark on the edge. That's the mark on the edge. But I do not see anything major. So I'm looking for any marks that may cause not even image. So far, that's the one. Little dust right at the middle. So that means the light will not hit this spot. That means there is no image on this spot. Okay, so how are we gonna clean the drum? First of all, we're gonna vacuum it so there is no dust on it. That's the first thing. Once it's vacuumed, I'm gonna peel off the seal. And since there is no like a main charge, but there is another device that does the function as a main charge. So what you have to do, just unclick this one and shift it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So the blade is inside, is cleaning the spring that heats up. Do it several times, then click everything back and seal it again. That's actually how you do clean the charge. The main charge is cleaned like this. Now, I'm gonna ask my assistant to pause the video and I will just vacuum We're gonna resume the video, so after the vacuum I'll show you how to clean up the drum. Okay? Okay, so we just finished the vacuuming the drum and I already opened it up. Just remember, do not expose the drum itself to the light for a long period of time. It's extremely sensitive to any scratches, to dust, and to the light. So, in order to clean up the drum, that's the unit that you can actually touch. I will use a piece of cloth that doesn't leave any obstacles or anything. It's clean and nice, and I'm gonna use the rubber alcohol. The bottle is from Rexdale, but actually it's a 90% rubber alcohol for technicians. I'm gonna spray a little bit, so the piece of cloth gonna get wet. Now it's wet. So in order to clean it, take the piece of cloth from one side to another side, wipe it. So you see there is a marks on it. Now we're gonna rotate the drum and wipe it again. We're gonna rotate the drum again and wipe it again. And if you see, do not scratch it, just wipe it so there is no anything on the drum, because this drum from these models, these are sensitive to any scratches. You see, I'm scratching the surface. If you're gonna do that lots of times on this one spot, I will damage the drum. It's not a silicone based drum. Silicone based drums are extremely durable. These ones are not. So what I want to do, just to make sure nothing stuck to the drum, it's clean, it's nice, and it's glossy. That's all I need. And when you wipe it, when the drum is not completely dried out, you can actually see if there is any scratches, if there is anything like piece of dust on it. Do not press too hard. So I see a little bit of dust. Clean. One more time. Yeah, that's another piece of dust over here. Clean. That's it. That's all you can do. Nothing. You should not scratch it. That's the most important. Do not expose to the light for a long time. And again, as I showed you, I'm trying not to flip any pieces. So in one orientation inside the machine, so the same orientation I'm trying to keep them. So this part is done. It's vacuumed. The spring is cleaned. The developer just vacuumed, nothing else you can do it. The drum itself, the glossy piece, we just clean it gently with a piece of cloth and the rubber alcohol. Now we are ready to assemble the machine back. We do not need anything, absolutely nothing, in order to assemble. So first it goes drum, take it like this, and let's put it back. It goes first, place it, and almost in the end, just push it in, and it's supposed to click, done. It's in. Now the developer unit, in the same way. For more convenience, I just pull this trigger a little bit out, just a little bit, so it's gonna sit on the position, and we have to find this good position. Here we go, and click, done. Now where's the toner? That's the toner. If the machine is sitting for a long time, just shake the toner. Every time you install the brand new toner, don't forget to shake it. When you install it, the label's facing you. Place it, lock it. Done. This is assembled. Now we can close it. Now let's go to the back of the machine. I'll show you what the fuser is and how to work with it. So, okay, now we're gonna open the back side of the machine and we're gonna show you the fuser. To take out the fuser unit from this machine, you will require a little bit of time and screwdrivers and knowledge. I'm not taking this out, but I will show you how the fuser is supposed to look like. Of course, the label, the fuser, that's the unit that fuses the toner into the page, so it's extremely hot. So if you see over here lots of dust, pieces of paper or something, just clean this up. That's the little door that we can actually open. So we do see the fuser. The fuser contains two pieces, two drums. It's a heat roller and the pressure roller. That's the actual normal, that's the normal color, and that's the normal surface for the good fuser. On the top there is another one, and that's the normal color and normal surface for the good fuser. If you see dust, burns, if the yellow drum is damaged, you see the scratches, you see the black dots like this all over the place, it's time to replace it. Do not try to scratch it with anything metal. What you can do, just take a piece of cloth, you can take a little bit of rub alcohol and try to clean it up. And again, do not touch the fuser. If you just shut down the machine, allow the fuser to cool down. If you see the scratches, it should reflect on the image. If you see the holes, it should reflect on the image, because the fuser will fill these gaps with the toner from the page, and then it will pass this toner to the next page, so the image will be damaged. So my fuse is a little bit dirty, as you can see. There's a little bit of auger, little of pieces, but I will not show you how to clean it, because in order to clean it, normally I have to take it out. So that's the fuser, how it's supposed to look like. If in your case it has burns, it has scratches, it has holes, it's time to replace it. Now we're gonna close this one, and of course if you're gonna clean it up, be careful with the flag activator, with this one, once you're gonna try to clean it from this side. We're gonna close it, which is extremely easy. Done. So the machine is assembled, everything is clean. So now we're gonna plug the cable back, power on the machine. At the front, our little button. The machine will do a little test. While it's doing that, I will tell you, attention, blinking, that means that something wrong with the machine. It needs a little bit of attention. Remember that the machine is processing something. It accept the information and processing. Processing means that the machine started to print. It does something like mechanically. So as you remember, we had 2 pages printed before. So let's try to print the test page again. System menu, almost at the end, to the 12, I believe. Adjustment maintenance, okay. Adjustment maintenance, service settings, test page. Okay, so I vacuumed the machine first, I clean up the drum second. I have a little bit of issues over here. Once these units are cleaned, I want to see if there is any difference. So you see that the problem is still here. So yes, we did clean, but it's time to replace the parts for this device. Now let's print the status page, because the status page shows us the marks on the right side. As you remember, the status page had that dots. And here we go. It's still here. Yes, so one of the units is damaged. It's time to replace it. So that's how you can actually troubleshoot the machine, to check what's inside, to clean it up. So I definitely have problems with the drum. So for this machine, I will need the drum. Now, for the customer who has questions and issues, how usually it looks like. If you have an image like this, and you have lines, sharp and long, that's the DK unit. If you are missing a slight portion of an image, just missing it, usually it's a DV unit. If there is a lines, but these are not sharp, like from scratches, but like smudged lines, usually it's a fuser unit. And visually, if you have such a problems, visually it's extremely easy to find. Open the DK, open the back of the side, and see if there is any scratches on the fuser unit. Take out the drum unit and see if this glossy surface is okay, if there is no scratches, nothing. So it's fine. Open the DV unit and see if it's filled with toner or it's not filled with toner.